Did you know that before 1900 there were almost zero registered heart attacks? Only in 1912 was a research paper published describing the very first heart attack ever. So how is it possible that today it's seen as something completely normal? Well, back in the day people used to cook with real fats, butter, olive oil, pig fat, duck fat. These fats come straight from nature without any processing required. And this has always been the most healthy form of cooking. But then something changed. At the start of the 20th century, Procter & Gamble introduced a new kind of fat, an artificial fat. And these were the very first seed oils. And what's curious is that P&G shortly after sponsored a lottery on an American radio station, which was then consequently won by the American Heart Association. And they won a prize of $1.7 million. And remind, this is before inflation, so that's more like $20 million today. And before that lottery, the AHA was a very small club, not having much influence, but afterwards it exploded. It became a gigantic organization with loads of employees and worldwide influence. And since then, almost every heart association around the world has to this day seed oils in their recommended ways of cooking. Seed oils like rapeseed oil, sunflower oils, canola oil, and many more. And these oils are being recommended as the healthiest way of cooking, while they are actually one of the worst things you can actually eat. And it's not only a very good way of cooking, it's also in almost every product. Cookies, biscuits, chips, fast food, basically everything you see in a supermarket. I challenge you to go to the supermarket right now and try to find some products that don't have any seed oils in them. It's basically impossible unless you go to an organic supermarket. And meanwhile, several studies have emerged from the 70s and 80s that have only been released 20 to 30 years later because they've been constantly suppressed by the makers of these seed oils, using the judicial system against them. And these studies prove that you die faster, have a higher rate of obesity and have a higher rate of Alzheimer's when you consume these seed oils. Not very good, try to avoid them. Follow Mees Wijnands down below for more.